But it wasn't just cycling when the records were falling left and right. Speed climbing. A really fun event that I'm going to go back and watch some more of because I didn't catch nearly enough of this, and I love watching climbing. Sam Watson, American Sam Watson, he is 18 years old. He already held the world record for the fastest 49-foot route. You're thinking 49 feet. So they're going up 49 feet. That's a lot. That's really tall, right? That is like 2 stories. And they're doing this on these little rocks. You can see in the picture how fast. Guess in your head. I'm gonna tell you because I would have said like maybe 10 seconds, maybe 9 seconds. Sam Watson, his world record already had the world record. Then he went 4.74 seconds. That was in a heat. And there were actually 5 competitors in the heats that topped his old world record. But he still has the new world record at 4.74. 5 people though broke it throughout the heats. Unfortunately though, Sam Watson did not win the gold. So after winning the world record in the heats, he took on China's Peng Wu in a head-to-head climb. So they both race at the same time. And these things are intense, but they're very, very quick. Like if you thought that the 100-meter dash is way too fast, happening in 9 seconds, these guys are going up 49-foot climb in half the time it takes Noah Lyles to run 100 meters. It is insane how fast they're able to climb up these things. Honestly, do they need to make it harder? Like maybe it's just too easy for them. Watson losing by 0.08 seconds to Peng Wu. Peng Wu with a 4.85, Watson at 4.93. So then Watson went over to the bronze medal heat, and he put the world record, and he was finishing at 4.75. So Sam Watson had the record at 4.74. Then he slips up in the semifinals, 4.93, loses. Then at the bronze, he goes at a 4.75. Just goes to show how sometimes the favorites don't always win it. So then in the final, it came down to Indonesia against Peng Wu. The only thing to stop China from taking another gold was Indonesia's Vedrik Leonardo. And Indonesia took the gold. Vedrik Leonardo puts up a time of 4.75 seconds. Just 1/100th slower than the world record. So we saw 4.74. We saw multiple 4.75s. There was a 4.77 in there in the heats. Peng Wu with a 4.8. And it was incredible. The amount of records that we saw falling in sport climbing. No complaints from Sam Watson about the format. He said just a couple millimeters of an error matters so much. He said he doesn't think the pressure cost him. He did stumble a tiny bit, cost him about 0.2 seconds. He says his goal is to get under a 4.6. And he says he knows, even despite getting a bronze, he knows that he'll be okay. The good news is China did not take the gold. So the U.S. continuing to lead China in a very, very close medal count lead, which I want to talk about right now because the medal count is coming down to the wire. And Team USA still on top. Indonesia, congratulations, grabbing, I believe it was their first gold of the games for Leonardo of Indonesia in sport climbing. But let's look at the medal count.